Hello and welcome to the stream, and welcome back to more old WWE games. Now today we are going to be checking out two of them, since last time I wanted to play well, the one we're going to be playing right now, WWF Super Wrestlemania. However, for some reason, the output from my SNES just wouldn't get through the frickin' composite to HDMI converter correctly, and it wouldn't show up on there, even though the same converter works fine with a PlayStation 2. So, I just went ahead and got a Retron 5. Now, this is an emulator machine that plays old cartridges of, as you see, the original NES, the SNES, the Sega Genesis, as well as Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance cartridges. So there's a bunch of things I want to do with this in the future anyway, so I had no problem actually getting this. The thing does have connections for the frickin' old controllers, so I am using my original SNES controller with it. Excuse me while I turn on the AC. It also does come with a wireless controller for the console, which I have connected entirely to get back to this menu. Just so I don't yank the frickin' cartridge out while the game is running. Not that it matters much, since it really only would matter if the frickin' game would save onto the cartridge, which these don't anyway. But well, I still don't want to do that, just because you wouldn't do that on a real old console. This just loads the ROM off the frickin' cartridge though, so yeah. Nice thing is, I don't need to use the adapter I usually had used on my SNES to play NTSC versions of the games. For instance, the other one that we're playing today, WWF Royal Rumble, I have the American NTSC version, which would not normally play on a PAL region SNES. However, there's an adapter for that. However, also, we can just use the same cartridge in the same slot on this device, and it will just load the ROM and play it without a problem. So that's really cool. Either way, I hope this is gonna be fine in terms of audio. I did do a test recording yesterday, Saturday, when this arrived, so it should play fine. Tell me if anything is off or too quiet or anything. But for now, let's start into WWF Super Wrestlemania. Basically on real hardware, since we're using the real controller, and for all I care, the game plays the same as if it was on a real SNES. Now here, we literally only have two options. One is the two-player option, which I'm not gonna use because I don't have a player 2 lying around here anywhere. So we're just gonna go for player versus computer. And we're gonna start off with a one-on-one. We're also going to do the Survivor Series mode because, well, that gives us the most option to try out the other characters in the game. Playable characters in this game, if we just really quickly look. And we're just going to start off with easy difficulty, I guess. Playable characters here, we've got Macho Man Randy Savage, Jake the Snake Roberts, The Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, Earthquake, Hawk, Animal, Typhoon, Sid Justice, and the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. And that's the entire roster that's in this game. Also, if you stay on the wrestler long enough, you get the music. Earthquake and Typhoon. Natural disasters. And we've got the Road Warriors. You know, those versions of the themes sure are versions of this theme. Undertaker. Sorry, but this part sounds actually good, but the bell really doesn't. Otherwise, the music works. Hogan. For the rights of every man. That definitely works. Jake the Snake. And lastly, we've got Macho Man. Yeah. So I think, by the way, this game came out like, I think 91, seeing as Undertaker's already in there. 92 maybe. Because Undertaker debuted at Survivor Series 91. Let me see, actually. Super Wrestlemania. This game came out in 92, yep. So this is probably the earliest game that has Undertaker in it. Therefore, true to the branding of the channel, I am gonna go with Undertaker for our first match. Our opponent is Hawk from the Road Warriors. From Death Valley, weighing 325.8 pounds, The Undertaker. And his opponent, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 277 pounds, one half of the Legion of Doom, Hawk. Oh yeah, they went by Legion of Doom back then. But yeah. Otherwise, let's just go. Ow! Okay, yeah, that was the running button. Stupid. Generally, there is, the B button does grappling, A button does kick. Ow. 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 The X button also does a grappling move, as you saw. Also, I think, yeah, it's just a kick. Ow. So if you use the Y button in grapple, you can either Irish whip your opponent or throw him out of the ring. If you run and then hit B, it does this drop kick from the Undertaker, which very much not something I'd expect to actually see in real life. Neither do I really expect that frickin' a vertical suplex from the Undertaker. So, but yeah, there, Irish whip, and then you can. Ow. You can also pin 1, 2, 3. That was very unspectacular off a drop kick. But as per usual, health bar on the top. If the health bar reaches 0, there is 0 chance that the wrestler being pinned kicks out. And here is your winner, The Undertaker. Yo, medic. If I set up the frickin' layout of the capture a bit different, I could have the chat on screen, but I don't think I'll do that. So we're gonna start over here and do a Survivor Series match, which is basically the same as the tag team match, just that you can have multiple tag team partners. It's 5v5, if I'm not completely wrong. It's been a while since real life had a Survivor Series match. They've been doing war games for the last couple of years. But yeah, we're gonna play on medium this time, just because. And on our team, we'll have Undertaker, we'll have Hogan, Earthquake and Typhoon, as well as... Oh, okay, so we've got just 4. Okay. Yo, Luke! So we've got 4v4 on this Survivor Series. I'm pretty sure actual Survivor Series was 5v5, but I guess that's limits of the game of the time. And if you... Ow. What the fuck? Okay. What the heck? Ow. There we go. And I think B was, or was A? Whoops. Y was getting out. Ow. Get out. Okay, B was tagging in Hogan. And I think for select you could ow. You could change the partner on the apron, because technically you should have all of them on the apron at the same time. It's just that the game doesn't fucking allow for that. So if I... Yeah, there. If you see, that's Earthquake there. Ah! I can just tag him in. Ow. Also, I'm pretty sure if you try to pin, then the others come in, yeah?
1, 2.
I like how Hogan does nothing. Also, I don't think Earthquake ever did frickin' running drop kicks. Oh yeah, keep tagging, it's fine. Can just tag in Typhoon. By the way, this game still does not have any finishers in it. Everybody has the same moveset, as you see. Ow. And you have to spam the fucking button for getting anything done here. See, this is
1, 2. One, 2.
Oh, I get to play that, or what? Because it started moving. Wait. If I...
1.
Yeah, I get to play that. That's why. Okay. It changes control to my partner. That's interesting.
One, 2. One, 2, 3.
There we go. That's Savage eliminated. And that there is Sid Justice, aka Psycho Sid. I like from how far away you fucking throw people out of the ring here.
1, 2,
Do I also get to frickin' do the interference there? Cause it felt like it.
One, two,
Because usually you'd frickin' get to struggle.
two,
I don't know why I wouldn't frickin' grab the opponent there. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I do get to also do the interference. That's different between the different games, by the way.
one,
There we go, that's what I wanted to do.
one,
Okay, they don't even break up either if
three,
the character's at 0. That's interesting. I wish I had time to read the chat while playing. Also. Ow. The timing for the throw move on frickin' Ow. Ow.
one, two,
Okay, now you're at 0, so this just goes through.
one, two, three,
There's no frickin' Oh, you can't get in from this side. Okay. We're done, though. Okay, let me catch up on the frickin' chat.
two, three,
Yeah, the Slim Jim tables in WWE are fucking stupid. The fact that they plaster advertisement on literally everything now is fucking ridiculous. The freaking ring mat has what? One in the center, one in every corner, and one on every side. So that's like, what, 9 sponsors? Plus the freaking ring, like the turnbuckle covers. Plus the freaking LED signs on the side and everything. It's kind of stupid. Now they're just the most money-hungry pieces of shit ever to frickin' walk the frickin' face of Earth. Either way, since there's still at least one character we haven't seen, I'm gonna go 1-1. I'm gonna see how hard is. And I don't think we've seen Ted DiBiase and Jake the Snake. Why do I not get to choose my own opponent? Huh? Yeah. TKO definitely, worst frickin' idea for why is this easier than the other game? But why is this easier than the other frickin' thing? Okay. Either way. Why is this easier than the Survivor Series was? Also ads. So can I pause this? Yeah. Gonna pause during the ads because I can for once see when ads are up because frickin' I actually can't see my dashboard. Which I can't when I use my PC for playing. In case anybody does not have ads. An ad break, is this WWE? Yeah. No, but it's frickin' Twitch. And Twitch is also money-hungry pieces of shit. So yeah, not WWE, but Twitch, and Twitch are also money-hungry pieces of shit, and this is the least amount of ads that I can put. They won't let me completely disable ads, unfortunately. For once, I can actually see the ads coming in, so I can react to that. Because usually, if I'm playing on PC, I don't have my dashboard up on my PC, because, well, ow. Because I don't have a third freaking monitor for that. But yeah. And that's it. Rope break, but nobody cares about that.
2, 3.
No, they don't need the extra money for Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is just a freaking one. It's a pay-per-view, but also they freaking have a Money in the Bank suitcase that contains a contract for a freaking title match whenever the winner of the match wants. So yeah, that is kind of just a gimmick thing. Either way, so we still haven't seen frickin' I don't know why hard, easy, and medium don't make much difference in terms of how well this, like how well the AI plays. Because I don't see much of a difference, at least. But yeah, we haven't tried Ted DiBiase yet, so we want to see him in this game as well. And my opponent's gonna be Hulk. Great. Well, I mean, Mustafa Ali is now in frickin' TNA, so it's definitely doing better there. Evil soda, no soda water, yes, but it's literally just water with flavor. Like, the frickin' grappling moves are like a little bit maybe harder to win if you can't even grapple in this part of the map, by the way. You have to be down here for that, which is weird. Ow! That. And you can't even grapple here, so that's kind of stupid. Yeah, there's where you usually can do the frickin' button mashing to get out. Only works in single matches, apparently, not in tag team. Ah! Stop pinning me! One count the third. Okay, now it just doesn't work anymore. Why that worked? No idea. But that didn't. Also, no idea.
One.
I like how I keep on kicking out on one. Okay, I'm kinda dead. Yeah. Okay, now I can't kick out anymore.
One. Two,
even if I mash.
three.
So yeah, I don't know about the difficulty. That seems kind of random, but other than that, this game is way more playable than any of the others so far. It is the first actually good one. But yeah, that is where we're going to stop this game, specifically. And we're just gonna go back to main menu here and switch out the game for the next one that had a little bit more again. So be right back, switching to cartridges.